I'm going to show you why the advice you've been given about growing your business is actually making you broke. If you're running a business between 7 and 8 figures, working harder than you ever have, and your bank account doesn't reflect it, you're exactly who this video is for. In about 8 minutes, I'm going to show you something that will make you genuinely angry at every business coach and advisor or friend who ever told you, just grow your revenue. There is one lever inside your business right now that moves the needle faster than anything else. I'll show you exactly which one it is during the demo. And I guarantee you're probably not pulling it. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you the exact diagnostic tool I use with every single client. The Profit Blueprint. It's free. No catch, nothing to sell, nothing to buy. It's the same tool that has created million-dollar swings in businesses just like yours. But first, I want to tell you about Alex. Alex pulled into the parking lot at 7:43 in the morning. The team wouldn't arrive for another 17 minutes. Good. Alex needed those 17 minutes. Sitting in the SUV, engine off, phone open to the banking account, just staring at it. The company crossed $5 million in revenue. 8 years of grinding. 8 years of betting everything on his business. 8 years of missed dinners, missed kids events, missed moments that don't come back. $5 million in revenue and $11,000 in the bank account. Alex wasn't panicking. Past panic. Something worse. Confused. And underneath that confusion, if Alex was being honest, which is the last thing anyone wants to be at 7:43 in the morning in a parking lot, ashamed. Because Alex was the person who everyone came to for answers. 18 employees counting on that payroll. A spouse who quietly stopped asking questions about the finances because they could tell how much pain it caused. And no answers to any of it. $5 million and it disappeared every single year. Now, what makes Alex's story remarkable and why I'm telling it to you is because Alex isn't a failure. Alex is a rare success. Did you know that 20% of business owners fail in their first year? Only half make it to year 5. And here's the number nobody talks about. Only 10% of business owners or less ever reach $1 million in revenue. 7 and 8 figure business owners like Alex, like you, beat the odds that most people never even attempt. By every conventional measure, Alex won. And yet, $11,000 in the bank. So what went wrong? Nothing went wrong with Alex. Something went wrong with the advice. Because here's the biggest lie in business. And I want you to really sit with this. If you just grow your revenue, everything else will take care of itself. That's what every business coach, every accelerator, every well-meaning mentor has been telling entrepreneurs for decades. Grow, scale, push the top line. More leads, more sales, more revenue. And it's costing business owners like Alex, like you, more than you will ever know. I know this because I grew up in a family where money was talked about openly. I'm an immigrant, fresh start in America. We discussed wealth at the dinner table like it was completely normal. Turns out, it's not. Most American households have never had that conversation. Schools didn't teach it. My MBA didn't teach it. Most business owners were never taught this. And that silence has a price tag. I'm a business owner just like you. My wife and I built our financial freedom the same way I'm about to show you. I don't need to be here making videos. I choose to be here because watching a business owner finally get what they actually earned after everything they sacrificed to build it, that never gets old. And that's why what I know after decades of doing this work, revenue is not the goal. Revenue is actually third on my priority list. And the moment I showed Alex that, everything changed. Here's the truth about cash in your business. When you have real cash in the bank, almost every problem becomes manageable. Marketing problem? Hire a marketing company. Sales slipping? Hire more salespeople. Management chaos? Find a better operator, leader, whatever it is. Markets go soft? You weather it because you have reserves. Cash doesn't solve everything, but the absence of it makes everything so much harder, more desperate, and more expensive. Alex didn't have a revenue problem. Alex had a cash problem. And those are two completely different things with two completely different fixes. Here's what I believe to my core. The best way to get money is to make it inside your business. And you've already done that. Not alone, not an investor, not another revenue push that makes costs more than it makes. Make it inside the machine you've already built. That's what we're going to do today. And I break it down exactly like this every week on the Profit Answer Man podcast. But today, I want to show you something most financial people will never show you because they don't understand it themselves. I want you to think about your washing machine. Your washing machine has one simple job: wash your clothes. It doesn't negotiate. It doesn't have feelings about the laundry. It doesn't wonder if it's charging enough per load. It just washes clothes. If your business has one job, make you money and give you freedom. That's it. That's its only job description. But here's the thing about the washing machine. It's made up of multiple parts. And if any one of those parts gets out of adjustment, even slightly, or breaks, the whole machine stops doing its job. Or worse, it keeps running, you keep loading it, but nothing actually gets clean. Your business has parts too, 16 of them. They come in 3 main drivers. When those parts are miscalibrated, even slightly, your business keeps running, you keep showing up, you keep grinding, but it stops doing the thing it was built to do: make you money, give you freedom. The beautiful thing about a machine that's underperforming, there's always a reason. Always. It's never random. You find the part that needs adjusting, you fix it, and it works again. And that's exactly what the Profit Blueprint Diagnostic does. It shows you the parts that need adjusting. Here's the problem with trying to diagnose your own machine. When you're inside it every day, running payroll, serving clients, managing your team, putting out every single fire, you can't see it clearly. You're too close. You're working on the business. You're not working on the business, you're working in the business. Alex was exceptional at running that business. Clients loved it. The team was loyal. The product was excellent. But Alex couldn't see why the machine wasn't producing cash. He's too busy running it to step back and diagnose it. And quite frankly, he was great at what he did. Running the business wasn't necessarily his strongest skill. That's not failure. It's just physics. It's math. You can be a world-class chef and have no idea why your kitchen ventilation is losing efficiency. Two totally different skills. You can be a world-class chef and have no idea why your stove isn't working or the walk-in freezer's warm. Two completely different skills. After decades of looking at spreadsheets, hundreds of businesses, multiple industries, and 7 and 8 figure operations, I know what part needs to be fixed and how to adjust it and make it easy for the business owner. What I'm about to show you next completely reframes how you see your entire financial structure of your business. Most 7 and 8 figure business owners have 3 critical numbers, and they have them all backwards. Here is the most important thing I will say in this entire video. Most business owners focus almost entirely on revenue. It's the number they report at networking events or their masterminds, the number they measure themselves against, the number they chase at the expense of everything else. Revenue is number 3 on my priority list. Number 1 is cash flow, what you actually keep, what's in the bank, what lets you pay yourself, what lets you sleep, what builds your wealth. Number 2 is profit, what's left after expenses, your efficiency, your margin. Number 3, last, is revenue. I'm not saying revenue doesn't matter, it does. But if you're optimizing for the third most important number while ignoring the first 2, just like most business owners, you will always be on the treadmill. Massive effort, real motion, going absolutely nowhere. Hopefully not backward. Alex was running a $5 million treadmill, and the fix had nothing to do with more revenue. Nothing. I'm curious. Drop in the comments. What was the revenue number you thought would finally solve your cash problem? 1 million? 2 million? 5 million? I read every single comment. Because I guarantee the number you hit didn't fix it either. So, here are the 16 parts of your money-making machine. Before I walk you through them, every business is different. Some of you get paid up front. Accounts receivable is 0 for you, and that's actually a competitive advantage. Some of you carry no inventory. That lever simply doesn't exist in your machine. This is exactly why generic templates and one-size-fits-all calculators fail 7 and 8 figure business owners. Your machine is unique, but the framework is universal. On the revenue side, it's pretty simple. Leads, conversion rate, retention rate, how often your clients purchase, the average transaction value. 5 levers. All of that equals your revenue. You can go forwards and backwards with it. On the profit side, that's your P&L. Your revenue minus your cost of goods, minus what you're spending on marketing, your payroll, and your overhead. Those are your major levers on that side. On the cash flow side, this is really your balance sheet, something most people don't look at. Accounts receivable, accounts payable, inventory, your assets, your debt, how much money you put in or take out of the business. 6 levers. In total, 16. We already know sales does not equal profit. Profit doesn't equal cash flow. These are 3 completely different measurements of 3 completely different things. Most business owners only look at one: revenue. I want to spend a moment on cash flow, because this is where 7 and 8 figure business owners are most completely in the dark. And frankly, most accountants aren't helping. I'm married to one. I can say that. Cash flow lives on your balance sheet. And your balance sheet, not your P&L, is where real wealth is built or destroyed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. QuickBooks cash flow reports are horrible and misleading. There's no standard report that shows you what's actually happening with your cash in a way designed for you, the business owner, to act on or to understand. Accountants are brilliant at their craft, but they were trained to read those numbers for compliance and put them in boxes. They are not trained on how to change them or how to make business decisions on them. That's exactly why we built the Profit Blueprint, to show you that. One page designed specifically for the business owner who needs to know what's happening with their cash today and exactly what to do about it tomorrow. No accounting degree, no financial background is required. The cash flow map is what's revealed in the single lever in Alex's business that was quietly bleeding cash every single month. The one lever I promised you at the start of this video, and I'll show you exactly which one in the demo. This next part is where most people watching have their genuine, oh my God moment. And it starts with something that's going to make you angry. Before I show you Alex's business, a few things I want you to know about this model. The Profit Blueprint diagnostic works whether your business does 500,000, 5 million, 50 million. 6 figures, 7 figures, 8, 9. Numbers are just zeros at the end. The levers don't change. You can run this at the product level, the customer level, the division level. I've run this exact diagnostic on businesses across the full spectrum. Same framework, same levers, dramatically different results every time because every business machine is unique and it's built on a different set of levers. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. My business is different. My industry is unique. I hear that every single week. And every single time, the same 16 levers. Your numbers are yours. The framework is universal. Today, we're working with Alex's $5 million business. I want you to watch this the way Alex sat in the parking lot and ask yourself, where do I see my own business in the story? Because somewhere in these numbers, you're going to recognize yourself. And when you do, pay close attention to what we adjust and what we leave completely alone. Every month you run your business without this map is a month you're leaving money inside your machine that you can't have. It's gone, never to return. Let's fix that right now. Alex's business looks pretty good on paper. Just over 5 million in revenue, decent margins, growing team, 418,000 in profit. But when we look at the cash flow, minus $46,000 at the end of the year. How did that happen? All the cash is hidden. And this is where most business owners struggle. It's hidden because it's in accounts receivable, maybe. Your client didn't pay you. You forgot to bill. Maybe it's sitting on the shelf in inventory. Maybe it's money you owe people. Maybe you paid back loans that don't show up on your P&L. Maybe you bought something like a truck last year so that you could save on taxes and wonder why you have no cash. Maybe you took money out of the business. Maybe it's one of those, it's a business expense. All of those things drive your cash balance down, and they don't show up on your P&L. That's what happened to Alex. Let's walk through what everyone tells Alex to do. Drive revenue. So, how do you drive revenue? You get twice as many leads. How do you get twice as many leads? You spend twice as much on marketing. Now, once you have twice as many leads and you ramp up, what happens? Well, our conversions don't go as fast as we wanted because we're growing too fast. The other thing we do in order to land that business, we discount. And that's what happened here. And of course, when we're growing that fast, we lose a little bit of efficiency. In order to handle all those extra sales, lots more people on payroll, lots more overhead. And so what happened here? Alex goes from 5 million to over 7.5 million. Profit goes from 418,000 down to 258,000. His minus 46,000 in cash went to minus 633,000. Where did it disappear to? All on his balance sheet. Accounts payables, paying people more because he had to buy all that extra stuff. Inventory on the shelf to be able to deliver all of that. All that stuff with just little bits of difference drove him almost to bankruptcy. And this happens to every rapidly growing company that doesn't understand this. Let's see how to do this without working so hard. Instead of going out and getting more leads, we noticed that Alex's conversion rate was only 35%. Question is, how do we get that to increase? So we spent a little bit of money on marketing, not on more leads, on better sales techniques and sales training, making sure that our ads were better targeted. And by doing that, we just increased our conversion rate by 5%. That took our sales up a little bit. The second thing we did, what I always love, and that secret lever that everyone struggles with in business, we raised prices by just 10%. So his revenue went from 5 million to a little bit over 6 million. Nothing dramatic, nothing massive. We also looked at operations. We got his cost of sales down by 2% by just being a little bit smarter in the business and looking where the waste was and getting rid of it. Yes, we had to hire one more person to cover the additional sales. Again, we had a little bit more overhead, but look what happened to his profit. 418,000 goes to 954,000. Massive. The other thing we did was made sure that we billed on time. We got people to prepay. We tightened up how they pay us, and we got that to go down a little bit. We also said, hey, we don't want so much inventory. How do we better manage it? And we made sure to pay people and take a little bit longer to pay people because we had the time to be able to do that. That resulted in cash going from minus 46,000 to 685,000. What would you do with that? How would that change your life? You could hire somebody to run your business, to give you freedom, to get you out of the grind. How many problems do you solve by having that extra cash? Now, I know what some of you are saying. I can't raise prices. There are a multitude of ways to raise prices without raising prices. That's what we work with our clients on. Or what we do is we raise prices on our worst clients. Because if they leave, life actually gets better. You and I both know that. At the end of the day, we didn't work harder, we worked smarter. We worked on our business instead of in our business. We made some small changes not massive ones, but the results, the cash in our bank was dramatic. That's what we need to do for you. And this is what we do for our clients. And this is what we're giving away to you for free if you want to do it yourself. Alex didn't have to make a lot of changes. Small changes, working less, adjusted a few levers, made sure he knew which ones to focus on, and we go from minus cash in our bank account to more cash than what we know what to do with. The end of the day, he fixed his machine and it did what it's supposed to do, make him more money and let him work a little less. The end of the day, small business is the backbone of America. The owner bets everything. You show up every single day. You carry the weight of your team. You take care of your clients. You take care of your family. You deserve to be richly rewarded for that. You took the risk. It's time to get your payday. Not someday when your revenue hits another milestone. Now. You built something real. You beat the odds. Most people never even attempt this. You deserve to actually keep the money for what you built. Everything I showed you, every lever, every calculation, every number in that demo, it's inside the book, the Profit Blueprint. Work less, keep more, have the freedom you crave and the business you love. Right now, you can get it absolutely free. We'll also give you the sheet so that you can work on your own numbers. Do it yourself. If you want help, I'm here. I'm giving it away because I'd rather have 10,000 business owners fix their own machines than have them come to me still confused. The book does the work. I don't have to. And if you need help, we're here. Alex booked that call. Now, he doesn't have to sit in the parking lot staring at the phone. He gets to enjoy his life. Every month you wait is another month of leaving money inside the machine that you can't get. So get the book, fix the machine, keep the money. We have content coming out every single week for you. See you in the next one.